When I first read the story, I actually listened to it as a book on tape, and I fell in love immediately with these two women, Laila and Mariam, and I wanted to tell their story. And it was a long journey to getting to that initial moment of thinking I would love to tell their story. I think what I loved about them was their defiance of victimhood, their courage, their devotion to one another, their heroism. And I saw them as sisters. I didn't even think about, oh, this is in Afghanistan. I was responding to their universal womanhood. And I thought, I want to tell their story.
Actually, when I received an email from Christiana, the general director of Seattle Opera, first it was, something to thinking. It will be my first experience to direct opera. And then when I thinking about the history, about the book, and I read the libretto, there was lots of things coming to me from the story, from the country that I came in, and then I say, okay, yes, I can do this, and I will try my best to make this opera. Yeah.
When I first approached this project, I knew nothing about Afghanistan, truly. I mean, just like any American, I would see things on CNN. And when I first met with the director, Roya, she asked me to do a lot of political research, because without that, I wouldn't be able to understand the motivation of the characters.
And in terms of the culture, this book, this story have lots of things to say for the audience about women's rights. Unfortunately, the first victim of war is women. Women is not a part of any agreement between the country, any agreement between the politics way that the power men doing in the world. But the victim are women. And then you see the power, the self-sacrifice, the loyalty, and in the same time, it's a very interesting love story in this opera.
My starting point was the physical environment, the mountains, the quality of light, if you wish, and how it interacts with the landscape, with a flat and arid landscape, and with the mountainous landscape. And even when you see the show, you will see how that almost verbatim gets interpreted in the scenic design.
We make some location together to look beauty, to explain some things about the culture, to explain about the life. And we have some scene that they're real interesting and full of life.
We start in 1974, and at that time, women worked. They were doctors, they were teachers, and so a lot of the costumes will be modern and Western. There's a big market scene where there's women who are professionals, modern, wearing miniskirts, and there are also women who wear burqas. So it'll be a huge range of costumes.
Roya is living this story of these women. I mean, she was raised in Afghanistan under the Taliban, and then she has experienced the return of them. And so this is a very personal story for her.
Our nation know each other through news, through politics. So I think this opera, this story, maybe in some way can change the narrative for the people who watch this opera.
She's bringing a level of authenticity to the story that nobody else could bring. And she is, as a director, she's got a vision. How lucky we are to have her.
Afghanistan have a strong and brilliant culture, literature, and lots of power love story that it's unknown on the world. And so this point is should be very interesting for the people.